HCTV Sports is supported by Merchants Bank. Merchants Bank is committed to supporting the families and businesses at the heart of their communities. Merchants Bank, let's dream together.
Making the play. He gets the pin. Raiders are clawing their way back in this game.
Just snipes one.
It's ball game. Over. Safe. Oh my God!
Did you see that?
Great diving play.
He's hit a touchdown. Hastings Raiders win the ball game.
Hopefully I can speak proper English today. I haven't done this in a while. And good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to McNamara Stadium at Todd Field for our first game of the 2024 football season in Minnesota when it comes to high school sports. And we are ready to rock and roll. Our student fans jazzing everybody up early. And the Raiders making their way out the tunnel to be introduced here by the one, the only, the awesome and recognizable voice of Mr. Manny Hill. And he is getting the fans that, well, are in attendance excited. A lot of the adult fans, as we kind of knew, like we said, it's going to be kind of a college atmosphere. All the kids kind of running the roost today, and well, that's kind of what we have. A lot of the student fans here in attendance, a lot of the adults that, frankly, well, we work. So they're not necessarily here, but I know they're with us on KDWA and also HCTV along for the ride too today. We are glad to be with all of you that are tuned in here. And it's just fun. It's fun to be back. It's fun to be back for fall. It's fun to just get this going again. Everybody is 0-0 once again. And these two teams, like we talked about throughout the pregame and really the entire week, these two teams had different paths one season ago. They really did. Owatonna went 8-3. The Raiders went 2-7. But the Raiders' record might not speak to how they did play in those 9 games throughout the year. So it's going to be interesting because you have some of the variables now with the weird start. You know, you're bringing up, not your biggest crew of fans. Can those variables maybe help the Raiders here today? We'll have to see, as the Raiders will have Owatonna here today, go on the road to Two Rivers and Matamidi 2 weeks in a row, homecoming with Jefferson back home, and then we go to Cretin-Derham Hall on September 27th, and then the 4th of October we get Armstrong now back home. We have St. Thomas here, which is nice, and then we go to Cooper for that MEA game to round out the season. Just a wacky, weird schedule. And that is college, high school football now in the state of Minnesota. You all know, if you listen to our radio pregame show, you heard me talking ad nauseum about that. That's just kind of how it works now. With football, most of the other sports, similar, as usual, right? So let's just play football. That's the biggest thing here now. We're ready to go. Hastings will receive to open this football game. Raiders will have 3 deep. Foss, Shattuck back there, and Cole Zion. Shady Shattuck is a sophomore. He'll start at corner today, but he can also run the football. Saw plenty of him in the scrimmages and also at practice throughout this fall. Kicking it off, Seth Johnson for Owatonna, taking plenty of time to do so. Got everybody lined up, and here we go, and it's an end-over-end kick, left to right on your radio dial and TV screen. It'll go in to the end zone for a touchback, and the Raider offense will come out. The Raider offense will be led by Lucas Foss, 6'3", 225-pound quarterback in his second full year as a starter here at Hastings High School. Last year, 78 of 171 for 695 yards, threw for 5 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. Gonna try to maybe throw it around just a touch more this year with some very capable receivers. And Esterby actually playing tight end here to start things. He is a very sure-handed receiver in his own right. Raiders' first play of the season. Out of the shotgun, called the pistol. Foss will pitch out right side. Here's Zion, steps around one man, maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage as he toes a defender to about the 20. So yeah, really just got back to the line of scrimmage. Cole Zion getting the start at running back, senior at 5'10", 195. Line it up right hash. Raiders officially lose a yard on the play. Call at the 19-yard line. Foss comes back in with the play. Raiders wearing all blue. Blue jerseys, blue pants, blue piping down the sides of the pants with gold helmets and gold numbering. Owatonna in their whites, very much Detroit Lion-esque with the baby blue and silver. Out of the gun, pistol. Here's Foss, hands it off again, gives it to Zion, rumbles up the middle. This time he'll gain a couple, so he'll slip up the seam there and maybe gain about 2. So the Raiders early on in a 3rd and long situation, first drive of the season, let alone the game here at McNamara Stadium at Todd Field. The opener here on KDWA and also on HCTV today. 10:50 to go, first quarter of play, 3rd and 9 officially from, we'll call it the 22-yard line. Raiders run the pistol out of the gun with a running back behind him. Here's Foss. Looked like we had lots of motion, nothing in there. Shot comes back near side on a pass that's going to be dropped. Looking for Esterby. He was on a knee near the 20 anyway. Wouldn't have been a gain of much of anything. The Raiders will go 3 and out and forced to punt early. Raiders will punt from the 21, 22-yard line. Raiders had Fletcher Peterson, I believe, doing some punting. Kyan Esterby. It looks like Esterby will get the look here to boot it. Kyan Esterby will kick it. He'll be stationed at about the 7-yard line along the far hash. Good snap. Esterby got it blocked! Bounces out to the 30, 35, spins, and that's where it'll sit. Partially blocked. Owatonna will have a very short field. All right. So Owatonna blocks a punt early. Partially blocks it anyway. Raiders did get about, 10, 12 yards of net, Dick Craig? 14-yard punt officially. So the Raiders only had the ball for under 90 seconds. Need to get that going offensively. Looks like we're having some issues with the play clock, perhaps. All right. Hunter Tice out of the shotgun. Running back to his left. And now he'll take it out left side. Ginsky has room. Gets a first down and more as he rumbles across the 20 to about the 15-yard line. Gain of 15. Move the chains right away for Owatonna. Whoa. Whew. They got a little bit of giddy up, to say the least. 18-yard gain officially. First down and 10 now at the 18-yard line. Puts a man in motion out of that pistol, similar to what the Raiders run. Handoff will go back up the middle. Churn ahead, tough running. Listowski gets down near the 5. That probably is another first down, folks. 2 quick first down runs after the Raiders went 3 and out and got maybe 1 net yard. Yeah, that should be first and goals, chain gang, yep. First and goal, Owatonna after 2 plays and a short field. 9:35 to go, first quarter, no score, but for how long? Close package, pro set off right side. Now we'll send it out to the backfield and a pitch and running up the right side near the goal line. I think they're going to say he was down just short of the goal line. Second and goal as Listowski, 5'11", 175. He got very close, but just couldn't get the ball across the line as his knees hit. Go with another tight formation. Fitcher, the up back, kind of a fullback type scenario here with a tailback deep. And now we're going to get a flag here, and it's going to be against Hastings. Oh boy. Not going to matter much because they were already inside the one. You're going to get a half ball length, if that. So we'll do it again. 2nd and goal from about a half-inch closer. Here's Tice under center. He'll take it himself, ride his line in, and a 1-yard touchdown run with 8:41 to go first quarter. Hunter Tice, a 1-yard run. And it's 6-0, Owatonna early. Looks like Owatonna was using Seth Johnson as a kicker in the scrimmages here, from what I heard from some of the Owatonna faithful, and he will come out here and try the extra point. So Seth Johnson also doubles as a very good wide receiver. He will come in and try to boot it through here to make it 7-0 Huskies. Here's a snap, spot, kick is up, and that is good. Slips in the left upright. And that's how we start here, folks. 7-0. Owatonna making it look extremely easy after the partially blocked punt. And they drive 32 yards and burst in with the 1-yard touchdown run by Hunter Tice. So Raiders got to answer now. That's going to be the big thing. Don't worry about the first drive. Find a way to respond and come get them. .8:41 to go first quarter, but Owatonna a quick drive after the Raiders went a quick 3-and-out. He said the unis of Owatonna this year very much like the road jerseys you'd see for the Detroit Lions. Raiders wearing the old school LA Rams from the late 80s, if you will. So Johnson toes it up, and now we get a whistle again. No, he's ready to play. All right, there we go. And Johnson will toe it up from the 40. It's an end-over-end kick. This one will be maybe returnable, and it will be. Here is Zion across the 10 to the 15 at the 20-yard line, spins up to the 21, and that's where he stops. So similar field position here for the Raiders on drive number 2 of the 2024 season. Is a blue and gold right now, down by a score of 7-0. $7-0, Huskies leading. Raiders' second drive. Here comes Foss leading out the troops. Out of the shotgun, here is Foss, second drive. Little end-around pitch. Finds Cloutier, 20, and he's thrown back for a loss. Are you kidding me? Seemingly had the edge. And that edge evaporated into nothing in absolutely no time. Raiders early struggles here offensively. I know it's early in the season, but oofta. Owatonna, they're good too. I mean, we know how tough they were going to be. There was no secrets in that. Probably the toughest team south of, what would you say, County Road 19? Seriously. I mean, Cannon Falls is always darn good, but right around that spot, I mean, pound for pound. Owatonna, Cannon Falls, some great teams from down south. This one handed off up the middle, and folks, not going much anywhere. Didn't get back to the original line of scrimmage. So now we'll go 3rd down and 12 from the Raiders' own 19-yard line. Clock running, 7:27 to play here first quarter. Huskies with a 1-yard touchdown run from quarterback Hunter Tice after they partially blocked a punt and gave the Huskies short field. 3rd and 12 from the 19 out of the shotgun, called the pistol. Back to pass is Foss. He's hammered as he throws the football. It was close to Cloutier, but incomplete, and that will bring up 4th down. No flags on the play. So Hastings will send the punt team back onto the field. Esterby was the punter out there last time. See if he'll get another crack at it, and he will. Raiders set up for the punt. 3-man backfield too for this punt. Right to Esterby and a high end-over-end punt that'll be fair caught at the 46-yard line of Hastings. And another short field. So yeah, the ball will be spotted. They're going to say the 46. Yep, 46 knows the football. On the Raiders' side, 27-yard punt. It is very warm, sticky, humid. You almost know a storm's coming. Team's trying to beat that storm here in the first quarter. 7-0 Owatonna, some movement up front. No whistle, man in motion to the far side. Back to pass, Tice looks left, puts up a pass left side, and that's going to be incomplete. Threw it out of bounds. Intended for Nolan Kinski. He's a 6-foot, 173-pound senior. Again, been around the block a time or two himself. 2nd down. Good defense on the outside by Jack Cloutier. Owatonna splits out 2 wide to the left, 1 near side right. Single back, just off to the right and behind the quarterback, Tice. Puts a man in motion near side. Tice will hand off up the middle. Big hole, 40 to the 35, pulled down there, but that's a 1st down run. Gain of 10. And again, kind of a big guy, Lasowski, 5'11", 165. He's got kind of longer legs, too. When he steps into the line, he just kind of like Robert Smith, right? I mean, he doesn't look like he's moving that fast. And as he gets those 2 long strides through the line of scrimmage, then he's off and running. I mean, kind of like a deer. And that's exactly what we just saw to Lasowski there. And I keep rotating in backs, trying to find the right mix to work with here today if you're Owatonna in the heat. And now they'll go on a quick screen out right side. That one's caught too, but a quick tackle out right side by Jack Cloutier. Nice grab by Ginski, but a better tackle by Cloutier. Gain of 2 officially. 2nd down, 8 yards to go. Raider defense on the field for a 2nd time. 7-0 is your score. Owatonna with the lead, man in motion to the far side. Tice hands it off. It really just kind of delayed the handoff and gave Tristan Graham some time to kind of find his footing right. And he will scamper for 10 and a 1st down. So it doesn't matter the back right now. Owatonna having success, and a lot of that has to do with the offensive line that Coach Strain and I were chatting about during the pregame show. And yeah, I mean, they're tough. And when you're tough up front, it's going to be hard to beat you on either side of the football. And so far, Owatonna showed a lot of that on both sides, suffocating the Raider offense and so far having their way with the Raider defense. Going with more of an I formation, tight. Fullback very close to the quarterback, tailback back much further, about 5 yards back. Give to the interior, yep, gave it to the fullback, and he's going to rumble all the way to the goal line and in for a touchdown. Fullback trap, old-fashioned and it works. Up the middle it goes. How many yards, guys? 23 on the run. 5 plays, 46 yards. And that was Blake Fitcher, the fullback. And it's 13-0, Owatonna leading. Extra point try coming up. Johnson looking to get his second point after to go. Good snap, good spot, and the kick is into the parking lot. And it's 14-0 Owatonna early in this game. Still 4:52 to go in the first quarter. Plenty of football left here. But the Raiders, they trail here by a score of 14-0, and it has been all Huskies all game so far. So we definitely got to find something, some way to get it moving here. I mean, when you have a team, though, and again, you can't take it away from Owatonna, too. I mean, state tournament team, perennially a state tournament team, and really has been for the last 10, 15 years out of the South regions, and they've always been really good. But we knew, even coming in, and we talked about this quite a bit with the coaches, with players even, for that matter, the other day when we were doing liners, and a couple of the fellas said, hey, they're big. They're big, they're big, they're big up front. We know that you got to find ways to exploit what those big guys do, whether it be moving a little slower than some of our speedy young bucks or whatever. You got to find a way to create those opportunities, and the Raiders need to do that now, down 14-0. So Johnson will tow it up. He's kicking it left to right, wearing the number 2 in white. Light blue, silver also in the mix. And Johnson's kickoff upcoming. Raiders again, 3 deep. Short kick, end over end. Shady Shattuck will get a chance at this one. He'll go off right side to the 20. Cuts ahead, 25, 30, and one man to beat. Shattuck showing his kind of breakaway speed, and knew a little bit about him coming into the year, watching the first few practices up on the hill. Saw Zach Shattuck, 5'10", 175 sophomore, known as Shady to his friends and teammates. And I will go with Shady, as that's what he would probably want as well. I hear him getting yelled at all the time, so we'll go with Shady for now. Raiders back out, 4:50 to go here, first quarter. Let's get something going here. Out of the shotgun, here's Foss. Running back behind him is Zion. Takes a pitch out left side, 30. Running sideline to sideline. Not going to get too much. Might have just gotten back to the line of scrimmage. Yeah. 34-yard line, got a yard out of the deal. Hard-working yard for Cole Zion. Raiders working that near side hash as they go right to left on your radio dial and TV screen, phone screen, whatever you're tuned into us on here tonight, today, this afternoon. Some of our first responders, make way, folks. People on the roads there. Here's a pitch out, Cloutier. Gets out right side again, and he will not find the edge on the end around. Third down. And that's kind of been the system here for the Raiders in this game, is trying some jets. Can't get outside. Try the interior. Pinched. Such big linemen and linebackers. They just don't have any spots to roam, and really, unless you are a team like St. Thomas, you're not going to be able to open up those holes against those big mamma jammas that the Huskies feature on the line. Raiders will go 2 receivers out to the left this time. 1 short right side. Out of the gun, Foss, and then we're going to get a whistle and a flag and a delay of game against the Raiders. Well, I'd like to scrap this first 12 minutes and just move on to the second quarter here. I mean, not the 12 minutes Coach Strain and staff wanted to get this campaign moving here. All right, wind the clock, 3rd and 14 with 3:14 to go. here in the first quarter. Huskies up 14-0, back to pass. Foss gets rid of it, high pass, but still caught. Nice grab along the far sideline by Marlo Strain. He's a sophomore, 6'3", 190. He's got the length like all the Strain boys. Tall drink of water, of course. Had a fantastic freshman basketball season for Coach Fikema. I really liked what he was able to do and give the Raiders as a young guy on the floor in the varsity level. And he's looking to do the same here in football. And again, athletic, long, found some room on the out. And now the Raiders, though, even though they completed their best pass of the game, they have a 4th down coming up here, and they're going to punt again. And this time it looks like Adam Schmaltz will punt. And here's the kick. A little pooch punt, right side. It'll be taken at the 35 to the 40. Had him around the ankles, tackled. Now comes back the other way, looking for some open space and blockers. It's Ginsky, gets out near midfield. Pulled down, I think, right at the 50, if not just before the 50 on the Owatonna side of things. It was Schmaltz, number 35, Dick, who punted that one. So the Raiders have gone with a couple of different booters here to kind of figure out, I know, the best thing to do here early in the season. Again, all of us kind of learning at the same time, I'm sure, as some of these younger guys that haven't played a lot of varsity are all learning together here today. 1st and 10, it's at midfield, as Manny Hill says. And we will pitch it out left side. And taking it out for about 5 is Tristan Graham, 5'6", 157. And that'll bring up 2nd down, so at least not a 1st down run there, which is key for the blue and gold. Defensively, we got to take steps any way we can, and if they are baby steps, let's just take them right now after a tough start. And now here comes Owatonna at the 45 of Hastings. I'll let you catch your breath. Here comes the pass attempt. Raiders have pressure in the backfield. Breaking away there is the quarterback, Tice. He's going to get a 1st down as he'll run for it left side across the 40 to the 38-yard line. And the Raiders just unable to slow the sticks down here, as it's just kind of been a tough start, Jerry. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, it has been. It sounds like Owatonna has been awfully big on each side of the ball there. That's a nifty little scramble there by their quarterback to get out to the edge there and get that 1st down.
They kind of have a little bit of that everywhere on the field, and you know, Jared and I will talk more about that as we roll along. But yeah, up front, backfield, you know, the receivers, they got talent everywhere. Raiders just got to slow them down here. 14-0, 2:05 to go first quarter. Move a man tight end to the other side of the line, right near, as they work on the left hash. They're going to give it on that trap play again. This time he's not going to go too far. Last time it went for a touchdown, and that's Mitchell Clark. So Clark now gets a chance at the fullback play. I mean, they're running trap, they're running jet, they're running, I mean, like I said, the old school, you know, fullback trap play, and it's right. Working for them. Yeah. They just run so hard.
Exactly. The better play by our nose tackle that time, though, to stay at home there and kind of defense that and at least slow him down so he gets some help from his inside linebackers.
That's what you're trying to do. You're trying to hold off. Just hold on for dear life. Get your buddies there and then close the tackle.
Gang tackle.
2nd down. 7 yards to go, minute 24 to go, first quarter of play here. Raiders down 14-0, and now back to pass, just slowly back there. Just makes it look methodical. Tice, pass is caught as he jungled it. He'll still gain a couple, but isn't it weird, Jerry, watching Tice and how he rolls? He doesn't really sell much. He kind of stands there like a statue and then lets her go.
Well, he has plenty of time to establish his field there, and actually the receiver slipped and fell a little bit, but he got back, recovered nicely, and just a kind of a high pass, but it just enough to get within his fingertips and get out there for a close 3rd down now.
Need a stop. We need a stop. Let's get one here. 3rd down defensively for the Raiders, called 3rd and about 3. Again, tight fullback to the quarterback with a trailing tailback 6 yards back. They will pitch out this time, and gaining enough for the 1st down again is 20. And again, this is just a plethora of backs. Tristan Graham, the big guy, who, again, he looks like Barry Sanders with that number, but when he starts that tiptoeing, he looks like Robert Smith, and he just goes.
Well, kudos to the Raiders. Their defense got a little stiffer on that one. They didn't gain much on that, but enough for the 1st down, but at least they tightened it up so they're not giving away a 10-yard chunk at a time.
It's looking better.
Yeah.
So that's good news. Tighten it up a little bit. No giant plays here so far. Make them earn it. One receiver to each side, kind of a full house backfield with a couple of backs, one offset down to the left side, one to the right, and almost pistol formation. Again, very exotic formation. Back to pass. Tice puts it up, looking for the downs, and he's got a touchdown. Are you kidding me right there? Up over the top of him. Luke Weber, the touchdown catch. And just too big, too fast, too strong.
Yeah,
Jared.
I mean, he found that seam because he had the short guy was covering, and then he released out to the corner out there, and just was a seam in coverage there that he found a place to kind of sit down and made that catch and just walk it in for the touchdown.
Made it look just beautiful.
And like you said,
pretty.
there's a size mismatch there too.
And the pass was there from Tice, who's
perfect.
looked more than the part so far.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
Johnson will try for his third extra point of the quarter. Well, I thought maybe some of these variables would help us out today with the time change and everything else. Well, it's kind of playing into the hands of Owatonna here, and the kick is through again, and he has 3 extra points to go along with a couple of catches. And man, this is tough, buddy. I mean, to start the year, you want to get some, and this is what happened last year. Yeah. You had to find a way to respond to the slap in the mouth we got on the road. We did, came back, got a win against Two Rivers. But again, you don't want to have to deal with that every year. Start and try to explain to the kids, hey, stick with it, stick with it.
Oh, I totally agree with you. Like you said earlier, though, on the radio, that Owatonna they're a perennial powerhouse. I mean, talk about getting thrown right into the fire here the first game. This is a tough one. I mean, they really are going to be, their metal's going to be tested.
Well, unless our metal melts before we get there. Jerry and I are baking in our well, not as much. I mean, we're getting a good wind, too, which is nice. As the storms are coming, we're going to get more out of the south, and pretty soon here we're going to get it right in the press box, which will be nice.
Yeah, I'll take the little breeze here. I'm actually in the shade. I got the wall here next to me. You're kind of in the sunshine, unfortunately.
Oh, sunshine. I got Dick Craig to my left. Talk about sunshine.
Whoa, man, you're covered in sunshine.
Hey!
Mr. Sunshine over there on your left.
Well, this is as fun as it could be, getting the band back together, of course, but we want the score to get back to maybe something more of our liking. And this, they're going to try kind of a squib kick. Why not? You get a couple of opportunities to do it. Go for it. There we go. Zion. He'll bring it up the middle. He's just popped, and he lost the football. Yep. Actually, that wasn't Zion. That was Ford. That was Isaiah Laverne who returned that. And he got absolutely popped. And again, we're seeing the size and speed of this Owatonna team, even on special teams. Yeah,
that was the way to return it, though. I mean, I've said for years, you have to attack the kicking team and not run side to side. That's exactly what he did. He picked the ball up and he attacked right up the middle. That's the way you make good yardage, and it showed. He got a great return there. Got popped at the end there, but we had a guy to cover the ball right away. I think he was down by contact as well, but still, that's a great starting position for us now at the 33.5-yard line.
Field position, whatever it might be. I mean,
any gains.
You just need some good stuff to happen, and now let's get some points. Out of the shotgun, call it pistol. Running back behind him. Looking like the Raiders moved early. Got away with one there. Foss will pass, put it up here, finds a man. It's Matt Foss. And then he fumbles the football, but he was already down.
There you go.
Are they going to say that he made the catch and then he's down?
Yes, he's down.
So we'll get two yards out of the deal.
We'll take that. And like you said, Owatonna, they're not only big, but they're quick.
Yeah.
That was an opening out there in the flats, and they closed awful quickly. I mean, with nice catch there and a couple yard pickup there, and we'll take it. Any kind of positive yardage is good. I like that misdirection where they went towards the left and then turned around, went to the right, kind of threw out their defensive line. They had to get on their horse and try to chase a bit. Great pass, great catch. We'll take the yardage.
Let's just put that quarter away and maybe not bring that back the rest of the year. How's that sound, Jerry?
Yep. We'll just put it in the books.
We'll take a break. 21-0 after a quarter on KDWA.
Hi, this is Lucas Foss from Hastings, and on behalf of all Metro East Conference schools, we would like to thank you for supporting us. Please remember to show respect and good sportsmanship at all times. We as athletes will always try our best, and you can expect the same from coaches and officials. Mistakes will be made by everyone involved, but please show support and respect through the contest, no matter the outcome, whether it be online or in the stands.
All right, folks on cable, we'll join you in just a moment. Go Raiders is right as Andy Lutz even makes a special appearance up near the press box. Oh, goodness. What have we done to deserve a wonderful visit from Andy Lutz? But 12 minutes on the board. Now we go on to the second quarter. Scrap that one. Okay, you and I both know we've seen enough football, especially together. Okay, 21 points. If one team can do it, we've seen the other team come back and do the same thing and make a game of it. And I'm not trying to sound like I'm trying to fish for any sort of positivity right now after a tough quarter, but you can do the same thing.
Well, like you said, I mean, we're gaining momentum. We're shutting them down on long plays.
Yep.
Now we're going to start on offense again here in second quarter and see if we can get out of this. But gain momentum. Work your way into it. Keep accentuating the positives.
And keep finding a way to get positive yards,
Yes.
no matter if it's 1 or 50. Positive yards here second quarter. Out of the gun. Here's Foss. Long snap count. Waits. Passes left.
Nice.
Oh, and he had
gosh.
a man right in the hands, and it's dropped by Grant Birkin, who was right there near a first down. We needed that, Jared.
Grant had it in his hands, and he knew he had maybe a little extra yard to get to that first down stick, and he just turned before he caught the ball. That's the thing we always teach the kids is step one, catch the ball. And he hit him right in the numbers, and he just was trying to think a little too far ahead. You see that all the time with college and pros where they're just thinking a little one step farther ahead, and they just got to catch the ball first, then make it happen.
That's, again, for a guy like Birkin, a guy that didn't play varsity last year, learning kind of on the fly, figuring, hey, I want to make a big play, and you're thinking make the play before you actually
That's
do
right.
it.
Catch the ball, then make the play.
Third down, call it 7 or so. And now whistles, and we have another delay of game.
Yeah.
So it's not delay. What is it? So it is delay of game? So it is delay of game. Okay. So moving back 5.
Yep. You get that play in a little sooner.
And again, play clocks.
Yeah.
You got to watch them now that you have them.
That's right.
Oh, bad snap. Foss doesn't have it. I don't know if anybody has it in blue and gold either.
Yeah, nope. Owatonna, number 81,
Oh,
got the ball for
gosh.
Owatonna. Fumble recovery, so now that gives Owatonna the ball on the Raider 27-yard line, 28-yard line.
And it's Zach Harstead, one of the just toughest dudes on their defense.
Sure.
And makes another big play. Senior year finally, 6'4", long, lean, my goodness.
And I know you've seen this too, but it almost looks like our receivers, our wideouts, are leaving before the ball is snapped, which is throwing off the timing of the quarterback and the center.
Yep.
Not sure what's going on there, but he's like anticipating that snap count, even though he knows what it is. He's leaving early.
I've noticed that a few times where I've been like, how are the Raiders not being flagged for that?
Yeah, I don't understand either.
Don't yell at me. I'm just the radio guy. People say, I heard him yell Tuckner. I'm like, it's not me. I'm not the one dealing with that stuff. Back to pass, Owatonna. Tice going for the downs and trying to, end this thing at halftime, and it's a touchdown. Are you kidding me?
No, that's
now?
offensive pass interference there. There's a push-off right there. It's got to be a push-off.
That has to be.
I mean, it's pretty clear he pushed off.
The 27-yard pass into the end zone.
Are they going to say defensive?
Yeah, this is against us, Jerry.
Oh, my goodness. He pushed off? Oh, my goodness.
You got to be kidding me right now.
I mean, I know he had
pushed him. I'm going to take a look at it here on cable and see what they do.
The receiver pushed off on a D-back. I mean, clear he had his
back.
He had his back to the ball. He wasn't looking.
He wasn't looking at the play and wrapped him around.
Right. But I still, I don't know. That was kind of a questionable call if you ask me. I guess it could go either way, but we were hoping for a Raiders side.
So a 27-yard touchdown grab. Now, who was on the catch there, guys? Was that 11 again? It was 3 again. Okay, well, he's just making an impact. Nolan Ginsky's already had a couple big grabs over the middle.
Was a big guy. He's got some speed. He's got the total package there.
Man, Ginsky just big. And then you got 11, Luke Weber, just a big dude, 6 foot, muscular, just reaching over our little corners. And
right. Well, and that's the thing. Remember years ago we saw 2 mismatches when we had shorter corners, and remember that North St. Paul team that one year where they had guys who just plain up go up and out jump them.
Yep.
You know, the size mismatch is, or the height mismatch is tough.
Those guys, those couple years that had some of those track kids and basketball kids that really were just awesome multi-sport athletes. People say, in schools that size, you have to have multi-sport athletes to be successful. And that North St. Paul team, Jared, for that 2-3 years, they were definitely an example of how that has to be in landlocked cities like this.
Well, in general, multi-sport athletes, you got to do cross-train to get better at your sport. So enough with the specialization. Do other things. It only will grow your game in every aspect.
Speaking like a coach, I mean, Jerry's seen it for years. I've seen it for years. The more you do, the better you're going to be in all of your sports. And hopefully some of our Raiders here can harness some of that talent, harness some of that will to win that we know these guys have, down 28-0.
Here we go.
And here we go. Off the return, it's going to be Zion. He'll run right up the middle, tiptoe through the 25 to the 27, and that's where he is thrown down, and that's where Hastings will start, 1st and 10.
Yeah, Cole needs to take that little lesson on attacking the defense there again, too. You tiptoe, and it gives a chance for them to recover. If there's going to be a seam or a lane opened up, you've got to slice through that. And, that's something he'll pick up through, as he does more practice with it. I
mean, last year, too, Cole had a couple of very explosive plays, whether it be in the return game or on the ground.
Right.
And we know that he can, find those lanes. It's all a matter of opening them up. And some of our young guys on the line right now, they're learning literally on the fly. Guys that are sophomores that have gotten starts, they're just trying to jump in and make their presence felt. Here's a run up the middle, we'll get nothing. And we're seeing the teeth of the interior line of this Owatonna team, and the 2 D tackles are on them, but then you get the linebackers in, you can't go anywhere, Jer.
See, that's what I'm wondering, because the first line of defense there for Owatonna was neutralized. There was a hole there, but there's got to be something coming down, whether it be the tackle or the guard that's slanting down and taking out those middle linebackers, because they're the ones that shut the thing down.
They find just the smallest crack and they're in the backfield.
The hole was there, and it shut down completely.
Last year against St. Thomas in that state tournament game, too, we saw that each team had so much speed and size that it worked off each other. Here's a pass caught! It's caught by Strain across the 40, 35 near the 30. Marlowe Strain, the sophomore, and that's his biggest varsity catch. He made an impact in varsity basketball as a freshman, but shows that length might be something we can go to here, Jerry Rupp, throughout the year.
Fantastic play. And there were two guys open. There was one of our guys across the middle that was open for about a 10-yard gain, but then Strain was out there, made kind of like a flag pattern, a flag pattern, and just opened up a little bit of separation, and got a really nice gain out of it. And make sure he handled the ball at the very end so they couldn't strip him.
Is that our first down?
I think it is.
It is, too.
Yeah.
But we'll take it. Hey, positive stuff, Jerry.
That was a good
Let's
one,
go.
Too.
Out of the shotgun. More first responders. Yield, please. Back to pass. Here comes Foss. He has a man. Off his fingertips. Just get it down a little bit. Jack Cloutier was to the races.
And Cloutier was the one who was open on that previous play. And I think they recognized that's going to be an open play right across the middle there, about 10 yards in depth. He was there, just a little overthrew him, out of his hands.
If you have the middle behind the linebackers open and you have speedy guys, you could really start to make these guys feel some pain in the back.
See, and that's what's happening. When you have over-aggressive middle linebackers that are run stuffing, there it begins to open up that seam. There's a cushion right in that 10-yard zone where the D-backs are way back. Hit that spot.
They're daring you to pass.
Right.
They really are daring you to pass. Here's a little jet sweep out right. Got to create room because they're going to shoot in on this all day long. Again, 26. He shot in I don't know how many times throughout this game, and Blake Davison's one of their captains for a reason, and another huge stop, big loss right after you got the gainer.
Well, and the thing, too, you see there is with the end of our line, you not only have to seal the defensive end, but your interior linemen have to come back and back seal so that linebacker can't get through from behind. That's what he did. They had to seal on the end, but no one picked up the guy coming through the middle, and that's what your away side linemen have to come in and pick up that guy coming off the inside of the seal.
Plug the holes, plug the gaps. If you know there's a gap, you got to find someone to get in there, and the Raiders will try to do that here. But now you're in a 3rd and 14. You know it's going to be a pass back to throw. Here's Foss, puts it up, has Marlowe again. It's caught at the 15 to the 10.
Wow.
First down, Marlowe Strain. He's proving to be a weapon, Jerry.
Talk about threading the needle. That was triple coverage, and he got through those 3 guys, put it right on the fingertips of Strain. Strain made that. He was cool, calm, made that catch, and made that first down. What a fantastic pickup for the Raiders.
That feels good to yell again,
My
Jerry
goodness.
Rupp. My goodness is right. Now it's time to unlock the Arizona fruit punch. Yeah, once you start getting going. Now you're starting to feel the flow a little bit. Let's go 1st and 10 Raiders. Now you can get a first down without scoring. Let's just get in the end zone. Here's a handoff. Goes to Cole Zion up the middle, down to the 5 or so.
Yeah, about
5,
6, yeah. But, okay, so now we're talking about how the middle linebackers are so aggressive, so we pass a couple times over the middle. Now that made them get honest.
Yep.
They're playing honest now. They have to play back, which means if your front guys knock down the D tackles, you have that hole, and that's where they got that game because the linebackers were back.
And it becomes a new football
You
game.
darn right it
and
does.
we still have a whole half and a quarter.
This is nice to see them getting some momentum going here and figuring some things out in line play.
All right, Raiders, let's get in there. Out of the gun. You can hear the wind a little bit. Yeah, it's pretty windy. Out the left side. Here comes Zion. Now gets to the 5, 10, to the 5, to the 2. He's just short. He's just short. Yeah, he got to about the 1, and he was reaching out as his foot hit the pylon. The foot hit the out of bounds spot is right when he hit the pylon.
So we'll close. Gosh, that was so close. Look at that. He comes running in, gets just enough seal from the receiver. Reaches.
Like the foot, the tippy part of the foot.
Oh, my gosh. So close.
All right, let's get in here. Okay, so here's the deal. It says 3rd down here. Is it? Yeah, 3rd and very short. So you could get a first down essentially without scoring, but let's just get in and
let's just punch it in and be done. Don't worry about a fumble or anything. Just get it in the end zone.
Yeah, touchdown Raiders. Come on, let's do this. I've been waiting to do this for so long.
Gosh, yeah.
Oh, here we go. Out of the gun again. Raiders from the 1. And they're going to fake the pitch. Foss is going to put up a pass. Wide open was Marlowe Strain, but the pass just wasn't there.
I think that might have been a bit of a busted play. He saw a Strain out there, but that naked turnaround, it's like, I got guys coming.
Right.
And maybe it was a design.
Do you think he was going to run if it wasn't designed?
I think he was designed, just turn around and run that. But, Strain was back there, just couldn't quite get enough oomph because he was on his back foot. He was backpedaling to get the heck out of the way.
Now let's take our big boy, our big quarterback who we know and love as a senior.
Punch it in.
And let's let him just ride the line here.
Tap, snap, go.
Yep, tap, snap, go, baby. That's what I like to hear. We'll do it 4th and 1. We're going to be out of the gun, though. We're going to have to run it hard here. And instead, we're going to give it to Zion. Oh, no. Are you kidding me?
I think they should have gone tap, snap, go. You're
right. Why are we not under center there?
Yeah, because if you're snapping the ball 3 yards deep, that's that much more you have to make. If you're at the half-yard line, tap, snap, go, you're in before they can even react. Get your fullback behind you.
It's easy to just push your guy by the backside. I think they're calling for a water break here, too.
Oh, that makes sense. It's 86 degrees, isn't it? It's pretty toasty.
Jerry, after Marlowe making a couple great catches, Lucas looked so good.
Yeah.
And Cole looked, the whole team, the line looked awesome. And then for the drive to end like that, that's just a heartbreaker for our guys. We got to recover from that now.
Yep, unfortunate. It's when you're that.
HCTV Sports is supported by Merchants Bank. Merchants Bank is committed to supporting the families and businesses at the heart of their communities. Merchants Bank, let's dream together.
We're not, immune to learning that sort of stuff, too. You figure things out and go, okay, what can we do different that's better next time?
That's why you have staffs, Jared. You guys all talk together. You guys figure things out, what would work, what might not work. Well, if it doesn't work, all of our heads are on the line if it doesn't work, so let's just do it. If we're going to try it, let's go. And that was kind of the case there, and you hurt for the kids because how hard they work on goal line throughout the week and everything.
Right.
But now your defense can maybe do a little bit of something and get put a 2 up or get the ball back.
I'd say shadow their own end zone, but there is no shadow.
No, not today.
But, at least they've got them deep and that, they have to make them play to make sure they don't get a safety.
Let's see here if we can maybe force a bad snap or something, find a way to fall on
They're
one.
going under center. That's,
You're just going to try to get some
breathing
area. Yeah, where'd the ball go? Handoff up the
Oh,
middle.
that was
a fullback trap again, or was that a direct snap?
That was a direct snap
That
because
was
the quarterback
nasty.
put his hands up like, where's the ball?
Right.
Try a little tomfoolery, but Raiders were up to that task. They didn't fall for that. They got a couple yards, but they saw it.
Direct snap to Mitchell Clark, and he, along with Graham, some of those fullback type guys that don't, I don't want to say don't run like a fullback. They do with strength, but they have more speed than the prototypical slothy fullback you think of in sports. All right, so 7:23 to go. 28-0 Huskies second quarter at Todd Field. Afternoon, sunny day here before the Storms. Pass caught out left side. Quick gang tackle by the Raiders. Should be short of a first down.
I think it's about 2 yards short.
Yep.
Nice recovery there. He was 1 yard short, but it was wide open, but a nice recovery by the corner to get up there and make a tackle.
Great pursuit right there.
Yeah.
Boom, you're there.
Don't
Take
let
him
him
down.
go.
Don't let him go. Yep.
Just hang on to him. Get some help from your friends inside.
It's getting better. It's getting better.
they're
You're seeing
slowing
good
them
things.
down. Yeah.
6:45 to go, second quarter, 28-0 Huskies. Raiders want to get something going here defensively. Get a big stop, force a turnover. Tice playing mind games at the line with audibles and snap counts. And they're just eating clock right now, too, knowing they're already up by 4 possessions. And here's a pitch out left side, cuts back into the middle, opens up some holes. 20, 25, in an open field, 40, midfield, 40. 35, wrapped up, thrown down, big gainer, no flags. That's a gain of, what, 50?
Yeah, I think so.
50.
Yeah, that was a heck of a run there. Yeah, I just needed one guy, sealed the seam, and he was off to the races.
And that was Graham. See, I mean, they just keep pounding you with this big, broody speed. Well,
that's just they got speed, but we had our boy run him down from behind, which was nice, but not until they got 50 yards on the play.
Folks, we have an injury on the field to the Raiders, and Lucas Pellinger is going to be worked on here for a moment. So what we will do here is we will take a short break, and when we come back, we'll have the resumption of the second quarter. Raiders down 28-0 on KDWA and HCTV.
He gets the pin.
What a move, what a goal! Oh, and a shot scores! The Raiders, can they get the lift? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's moving. Over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
One touchdown Raiders!
Tonight, Gophers open the season tonight, Jer. Alma mater, let's go beat those
I'm wearing
guys.
my Gopher maroon.
Oh, well, as long as I ain't wearing light blue today, I think you'll be happy. That's all that matters. Beat those Tar Heels tonight. Here's thought about the pass, kind of fumbled it, slipped around in his hands, but Tice escapes and he gets up the middle for a first down.
Wow, that was a nice, and I think that was designed. That was designed to make it look like, broken play, but he had the blocking right up front, and he just tucked that thing down and went. So nice gain there. I mean, they just did just enough blocking for him to get some space, and he's tough to bring down in the open field.
I mean, it's totally drawn up that way, but it makes us poor schleps look like crazies.
If you don't see that, if you're not really experienced with that, you go, broken play. But no, I think that was a design. They sell it so well that you make it look like it's broken, but that's designed.
And they're just going to eat some clock here, and I think they're going to end up calling a timeout.
When you're up 4 scores, you might as well just eat as much clock as you can.
4 score, and seems like only a half hour ago we were. Sorry, folks, had to get schooly on you, but no, this point of the game, though. I mean, I'm going to say it again. You look at the first quarter. There's 3 touchdowns on there. There's 3 quick touchdowns on there. Yeah, they scored 1 to start the second half, but or the second quarter. But man, we got a lot of good stuff to talk about offensively, defensively, the rest of the way.
Yeah, I mean, you look at first score where they started at the 13-yard line, right? I mean, so with a blocked punt or a partially blocked punt, give them that field position. That was just a cakewalk to go right in. So then, second time when they got the ball, made it work a little harder. Third time, there's 4 scores on the board, but the Raiders are making them work harder each time, and they're digging deep in their playbook too to get out some trickery out there.
Would like to see a turnover here. See if the Raiders can maybe find a way to force a fumble, maybe find a pick.
Yep.
Haven't seen much in the way of, corners getting in the faces, if you will, of some of the receivers. And that's what we need to see, I think, more than anything here, is to really just get bodies on guys, especially the pass game. And here it is over the middle, and he's wide open, and it's caught at the 1-yard line. That's where he's taken down. And again, it's number 3, and it's Nolan Ginsky, who's had one whale of a game on both sides of the football, and he continues to just slaughter the Raiders secondary.
Nice little quick D, kind of juked him. He looked outside, then turned inside, and had our D back kind of on his foot towards the outside. Just nice little dippy-doo back into the inside and catch that ball. Nice pitch and catch.
That's exactly what it was. It looked just as easy as that. Warming up between innings and just throw it into the catcher. And now we have, first and goal from the 1.5. And Tice will line up. See, they go tight when they get in near the goal line. I think that's
probably the way you want to do that, to tap and go.
This time they'll pitch, and they'll ride it in virtually untouched. It's Jamie Lasowski. That's his first touchdown today amongst all these running backs.
Yeah.
And Lasowski made a couple of good runs early, but this is his first time in the end zone.
I think the difference there between what the Raiders have for offense and Owatonna is Owatonna has the beef up front that they can do a pitch back, and they're just overpowering our linemen. They can get away with pitching back 3 yards deep and get a little head of steam and knock it in there.
Not much we can do personally
about
it. Again, when you got guys that are just smaller, not as big as some of these guys that are on the line, I mean, you can't just expect them to win that battle, and that's what happens in goal line situations.
Yeah, like you said, and I talked to Coach Van Duzer last week, said the same thing. We got some talent. We're just a little undersized right now. So quickness, you got to find a way to cut those slants, get inside, somehow get to the ball.
That one's going to be a bad snap, but they're going to run it in for 2, and that is going to be Nolan Ginsky again, who has made plays all over the field today, including a touchdown. Now he gets a 2-point run. So Ginsky in for the 2.
Almost looked to me like they're trying out things because they're so far ahead that they can. So it almost looked to me, I think he could have got that ball down if he wanted to. I think I was just let's just go. But again, when you're this far up, you can dig into the playbook, find some different things, try some things out in a game situation, and see, hey, did that work? Or that's not going to work. Let's just put that one back in page 9.
And right now you're going to get some of the offensive linemen coming over to the water, kind of getting ready, saying, all right, let's reset. Yeah. Let's find a way to start kicking these guys in the mouth. Let's move the pile. I know they're bigger. I know some of them are faster, but we got to create opportunity, and they got to be the ones to do it because none of us in the stands can do it.
And what we saw in that last offensive series from the Raiders is that they started to figure out how to neutralize those middle linebackers. You had to keep them honest, right, by throwing that right in the middle window there.
Yep.
So then they started playing back. Then you open up your front line plays so you can push it through, defeat those nose tackle. There are plays that the Raiders did last offensive series that look good, and I think they need to stay with those and find those seams.
And we'll see if they can just find a way to, again, when they go positive, I mean, when you see those drives where you have maybe one where you lose maybe 2 yards, but other than that, it's all positive yardage.
Yeah.
You got to expect eventually the points are going to fall.
Yeah, I mean, your first 2 series, you saw it was like 1 yard gain, and you started in it's like a yard loss and kick. Now they're gaining some yards, so they're starting to figure some things out. This is nice to see. It's a positive experience, learning experience.
Or let's take one to the house. Or I don't know what that's going to be. That's going to be out of play anyway.
No,
that's going to be an onside kick. Oh, that's an onside kick. And Owatonna just got it. Are you kidding me right now?
And there's a lesson on special teams that it's a live ball, kids. You need to know, I know you're one of the upbacks, but if it's right at you, you got to catch it. You got to pick it up because it's a live ball.
Jerry, they're just trying to end this early now.
Oh, sure.
They just want to run the clock in the second half.
And like I said, they're getting a chance to practice plays in a game situation that they wouldn't normally do if it's a tight game, but you have nothing to lose here, right? Let's practice some things that we have not done before and see what works. And on your side, for receiving team for the Raiders, you got to know that when that ball's up in the air, you can't expect it to go out of bounds. You got to get on the ball, field it.
Man, after I didn't feel all that great last week, and I'm thinking that maybe this whole first half is just some sweaty fever dream. You know what I mean?
Gosh, yeah.
Could this be just something that didn't happen. I mean, right now it's tough.
Well, and so timeout Owatonna here. Yeah, it's some things that Raiders are just making a couple of mistakes here and there, but Owatonna has been smart enough, savvy enough to capitalize on that. You take a state tournament team, you bring them back, they know some things about the nuances of football, and little mistakes add up to big points, and that's what they're capitalizing right now against the Raiders.
Both teams getting some water, I think. More or less, that's the thing. I mean, even though they're not necessarily burning up, official timeouts for things like this, they're using their literal timeouts as a team just to get some water, talk about what they're going to do, because, again, you have a short field to work with.
Yep.
You still got 4:42 left in the half. It's not like it's taken them very long to get downfield in these short drives. I mean, like you said, they're probably over there orchestrating stuff that they might be able to use later in the season. Say, okay, guys, this is a time to try it now.
Right, yeah, exactly. Do it now. It's not going to affect us anyway, and we're up at this many scores. Let's just mix up the playbook and see what works. Air it out.
I'm curious now to see what they do here, honestly, as they will still have their starting QB in Tice. Why not? He's had a great first half, but they're putting points on the board at will. Man, he just sells that so slowly, and this time the Raiders pursue in from the edge. Fletcher Peterson comes up to make this stop, and nice stop there, Fletch, just coming up to the edge.
There you go, and that's the thing. He defeated his block. He got in the backfield. Don't give them a chance to get open field space. He did a great job of just isolating him, taking him down for basically a half-yard gain.
Wrestler's mentality, Jer.
There you go.
You see a lot of that out of those guys.
Yep.
Fletch definitely one of them. Trying to make a big impression at the linebacker spot. Raiders again now after a nice stop. Here's Tice again looking to pass, pulls it down. He was going to run, but he's thrown down immediately by Hunter Hoff, who says hello to the quarterback.
Hunter defeated his block there. He shook off his offensive lineman and jumped on the quarterback before he had a chance to break it open. Nice play by Hoff.
That was perfect.
Oh, that was beautiful.
So Hoff, big tackle, now sets up third down.
Third down and long, we'd like to see that.
Unless maybe they're just setting up for a long field goal and they're just...
Yeah, well, again, that could be within their... Like,
right, well, I'm just saying.
And the wind's kind of in their direction.
Oh, man, here we go. Out of the gun again, just with a weird offset eye. And out to the right side as Tice throws it up across the middle. It's going to be caught. But I think they got him before the first down marker.
I would agree. I think he's at marker or maybe a half yard shy. He tried to get some second effort there, but he spun around and kind of lost a yard.
It was Weber again, the big fella on the outside.
That's a half yard, looks like to me.
I'll go for it probably here.
4th and less than 1, yep.
So this gets him. I mean, you could almost run goal line here. I mean,
you could
work on it.
Why not?
Said in 36-0
He's going to be under center.
Yep. So here's Tice again. He's going to take it himself, and he'll get it, and he'll keep riding his line.
Right.
Kind of jumped on the back and literally took him down all ride 'em pony, and first down.
Yep, exactly. That's the way to do it.
And here's the thing too. They want to eat the clock too. And this, I mean, they're not going to be. They're not trying to force their will here either. I think what they're doing more is I look at the clock and look at how slow they're going.
Yeah.
They're not trying to rub it in because they know that.
Yeah, just keep the clock moving. It's almost like running time without running time. Just keep the ball on the ground, no flashy plays. If they get something, well, then good for them, but just keep it moving.
The wind is just picking up, but we need the wind, otherwise we'd melt in here. Here's the handoff off left side and a couple yards again on a little counter play.
Yeah.
And that will be 20 or 28. Which one do we got? That one's going to be 20, so we'll see Tristan Graham again. And it's funny, him going out. It looks like Barry Sanders. 20, just like the...
Yeah,
looks
totally.
He does. Just like him.
For those of us old enough to know who Barry Sanders is.
Well, if you don't, I mean, kids need to watch some tape.
Seriously.
He
was something.
Barry Sanders, one of the best ever to do it. Out of the gun again. Raiders will show no pressure here as Tice outright wide open. And he has a blocker, it's caught, and it's going to be a touchdown. Wide open was Blake Fitcher. And he has his second touchdown of the game, and he just rolls in. Great job in front of him with blockers. Number 10 made the catch, And that is Fitcher's second touchdown today.
Well-designed play by Owatonna. They had a little rollout. They had the running back deep for support there for blocking, gave their quarterback enough time to spring himself. They had a man running like a double route. Basically, they had their blocker was down about 15 yards, and then their receiver was about 10 yards. Perfect cover, made the catch, and just rode them all the way in.
42-0. On for the extra point is Johnson. Little pooch shot, got it through. That was a little soccer kick there, like that. So he boots it through. Johnson is true again. And the score is 43-0 in the first half.
Yeah.
You would. This feels like the Cretan games of old right now. Unfortunately for this broadcaster who's been around long enough to remember those.
Yep, you've seen it.
Days on the other side in that other press box. And
I was just talking to somebody this morning about this inclement weather that's supposed to be coming in. Talk about that game when we had to cancel because of lightning strikes. Remember that?
Yeah.
Just numerous lightning strikes that never went away. And boy, was the visiting team not happy.
The
with
Henry
Sibley.
Sibley. Two Rivers, yeah.
Oh, they were angry.
And they thought it was funny because they were just looking for someone to grunt at. You know, it was like. We're sorry.
Do you want them to go out there and get hit by lightning?
I mean, and it was one of those the other day when we had, was it Monday? I mean, it was constant stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, it was like that.
It just never stopped. A half-hour break. Nope, there's more lightning. I remember Tommy Johnson was like, "Hey, there's nothing we can do. I got to just call it."
Unless he's got one of those like wizard, one of those little wands that you just. Yeah, okay, 43-0. Let's see if the Raiders can have some fun before halftime.
All right, boys, be ready for anything now with this kickoff.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah. Well, this one's going to be end over end, and it will be taken near side by Laverne. He'll get to the 20, and that's it.
Okay. So there's a lesson from your up back. Once you engage in a blocker, you're in the return team or the kickoff team coming down, you got to engage him and stay with them, not just bounce off him like pinball and let him free. Drive your man down the field.
And right now, the Raiders need a V10 engine in their.
Oh gosh, yeah, you're right.
Under their hood. I mean, you're at the point now, and I hate to say it, Jared, but when the score is 43-0, I don't care what quarter it's in. You got to start figuring out just get good things going.
Yeah,
period.
right.
I mean, positivity.
Yep. See, even get a drive down the field here now again. Nothing else. Burn this clock out. Get to halftime. Get inside. Rehydrate and talk about what the mistakes you made and how we can correct them for the second half.
Raider fan club chanting Raider Nation, trying to get our guys going. Foss sidearms one across the middle. Cloutier almost had it.
See, that's the danger right there. You're throwing down the middle and you've got four guys in coverage there. Yeah, I see our little friend the Wasp is buzzing around. Strain was making a streak down the right side, and he probably was open, but he chose the wrong target and going in the middle where there's four guys blanketing the receiver. It's like you got to find when that's open and when you need to maybe go longer down the field or just keep going.
That's a hard balance, Jerry, to do in a game like this when you're down 43-0.
You keep going to that same well, pretty soon that well is dry.
And right now we could be there, unfortunately, so we need to create our water again. Back to pass.
There we go.
Foss, quick out. Marlowe Strain there. He's had a fantastic game for the Raiders.
There you go.
He has been kind of the go-to reliable hands for Foss here in this first half.
And that's the play you want to make right there. You're about a 9-yard down and out. That's a beautiful play. No one can catch it, but the sideline are your guys. So no chance of interception. Great hands by Strain to get that ball and just get outside there and make that large gain.
At halftime, we'll have our break. We'll hear from our sponsors. We'll hear from Dick Craig. He'll have statistics, quite a few from the Owatonna side. And then we'll have our second half coming up here in just a little bit. Back to pass. Got a man open. Matt Foss. That's a first down.
Again, a nice job there. Our quarterback just kind of delayed a little bit, hesitated, waited for his man to find that seam, and just nice little toss nice touch toss over the top. Get us a good first down.
Raiders will trying to get something on the board here before halftime. Back to pass. Foss out of the gun. Over the middle.
Oh, gosh.
Cloutier had it in and out of his hands. That was only where Jack was going to catch it, though. So.
Yes, no, that was a good play right there. I like where the ball throw was. anytime you don't throw it above their shoulders, I'm okay with it.
Right.
You throw it above the shoulders, it's anyone's ball.
Someone's going to grab it.
And so with Cloutier, he almost had it. I mean, he had to go down low, and he just off his hands, but that was a good placement for that ball.
Looked like Cloutier might have been kind of gassed there. Maybe he got his wind knocked out of him a little bit there. Oh, maybe
he's holding his wrist.
Wrist now, yeah. Hopefully he's all right.
Yep.
Keep an eye on that. 53.2 seconds to go, first half. 43-0 Owatonna, and that's behind Matt Foss.
Yeah, he had a choice of Foss and Cloutier, and he couldn't decide which one he wanted. And he ended up throwing it kind of in between them, and threw it behind Foss there. Cloutier was open that time on a down and out, but you don't have a whole lot of time to run through your progression, first receiver, second receiver. You just gotta who you think you got it and go with them.
Let it go.
Yep.
Let it rip.
Yep.
Hopefully it finds the hands.
Right.
Make a big play. And now 3rd and 10. So the Raiders need to get to midfield for a first down. 3rd and 10 from the 40. 55 seconds to go, first half. Raiders down by plenty. Back to pass. Foss into triple coverage, incomplete. That was not the pass.
And that's a learning experience right there for Foss, is you don't want to throw that triple coverage up in the air, right down the middle of the field. Too many hands that can have a chance at it. Again, your safe bet is to go towards the outside here, towards the sideline where we had a man. You hit him there, no chance of interception. So here we go. I guess it looks like we're going for it on 4th down. Might as well with 45 seconds left. What the heck?
Stop the clock on the incomplete pass, too. So it's not like you can burn up the rest of the half.
No.
So you got to do something here. We're going to try to get a first down.
Get 10 yards out of this puppy. Well, a little confusion.
A little bit. Receivers off everywhere along the line. Now they're reset. Coach Strain says, I want to make sure this is right. I'm going to call timeout.
Call timeout. Yep. There's just too much confusion there.
Good timeout.
Strain and Cloutier weren't sure who was supposed to be on which side of the field, and Cloutier came over to the near side of the field, and they ran out of time. They had to take that timeout. Well,
and you're picking a 4th down play out of the book.
Yeah.
So you want to make sure you have it right, not knowing if you've not run this play today or whatever it might be. Well, you want to have it right in a game where it doesn't really matter at this point.
The thing is, you have the timeout to give. Yeah. Give your players a chance. Don't just throw it away for nothing, and take a delay of game or whatever. You have a chance. Let's see what we can do here.
I like the way you said that, Jared, because that's it. You have the timeout to spend. Might as well go ahead, get the play right.
Yeah,
after some confusion, and you don't want to make the guys go out and try to conduct a play that you're not comfortable in maybe in the first place, and then be running around the line. You're not going to get it to go.
And the thing is, if you're already in a state of confusion before you even snap the ball, now you don't know who you're throwing to, and that's just tailor-made for defensive, the backfield to pick something up and maybe go a pick 6. That's the last thing you need with 40 seconds left in the first half.
That would be just oof. Well, I mean, let's be honest here. The Huskies are 7 points away from putting up a 50 spot in the first half.
Yeah, they've just been total domination. When they needed it, they made huge plays.
Well, Raiders will go 4th and 10 out of the gun. Zion, the deep back. They're going to pass over the middle. Caught. Strain. That should be a first down.
Should be. Yep, that was enough for a first down right there. Yep.
Marlo Strain, the sophomore, is showing his wares and then some today.
Well, and that was a nice job, too. He knew exactly where the sticks were, how far he had to drive back as defensive back, create some space, make that nice catch. Now he's down.
Cramping.
Probably cramping. Just enough for a first down. Yeah, I think he's got a calf cramp, too. That sounds like kind of the theme of the day here. We're getting some calf cramping. Get that water going.
Water, bananas at halftime, some of that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Coconut water, Jared, does that really do the trick? Is that kind of an old wives' tale, Dr. Up?
I'd give him some raisins and water. I don't know
raisins?
Oh, yeah, raisins. Yeah, you bet. That's good potassium for you.
I like that.
Yeah.
Back to pass. Here is Foss. Pressure coming from behind. Steps up. Oh, threw it right to the defensive back, and it's Ginsky of all people.
Yeah.
Interception. Raiders turn it over. Owatonna, please just take a knee and let's take a break.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him at all. He was he had to duck that one defensive lineman come in, and he turned to throw, and he never saw him. He just came from out of nowhere and made that catch, that interception.
And now you're like, we could set a school record for points and a half. Do we just try? I mean, who knows?
Well,
I mean, it's got to be close, right?
If you're Owatonna, this is a perfect time to get your second, third string in and just give everybody a chance to play and,
Yeah, they're going to be grateful and nice and take a knee, I think, here. Even though the Raiders didn't have 11 guys on the field quite yet. Now we take the knee, and
there you go.
Mercifully, that first half is over. 43-0 at the end of the first half, second quarter. Jerry, I don't know where to go with that other than it can only get better as we head into the second half.
Yeah,
right?
I think you're right. I mean, we had some key mistakes that we're learning from, and Owatonna is a good enough team where they're able to capitalize on those mistakes we made and turn them into points every time they got a touchdown. So, from that standpoint, you're going to learn some things. You're going to figure some things out. Yes, we're taking it on the chin right now, but, Raiders, they're learning some things too. We've seen some good plays out there.
Yep.
We just need more of them and to minimize the mistakes that Owatonna capitalizes on.
We'll see what they can do when we come back. Dick Craig will also join us as we'll take a break here. We'll gather some breath and some water and everything else and try to sweat out a second half for you coming up here in just a little bit. Raiders trail at the halftime break 43-0 on KDWA.
Push that trash that way, not this way. Come on.
Oh, hey there. Do you like HCTV?
That's one small step for Hastings and one giant leap for community television.
Do you want a custom video that promotes your business or organization and gives you the results you're looking for? As an HCTV sponsor, our staff will work with your business or organization to create a custom video to promote your brand. You also have an option of getting a shout out in every sporting event we cover. And that's 3 points for your business.
So support HCTV today!
Go to hastingstv.org/sponsors for more information or to give a one-time donation.
How can I help you today?
I don't think I'm in the right place. I have big dreams, like crab brewery-sized dreams.
I like it.
Your bank is very,
Cozy?
Yes.
Yeah, I know what you mean. We prefer more personal interactions. We dedicate the majority of our space to our customers' dreams.
Wow. Look at that.
I know, it never gets old.
Wow, this is way bigger than your office.
Some you've heard of more, but it doesn't bother me cause I just love to explore. Interviewing owners and lending a hand. I love to assist for as long as they can stand.
yards at 4:45 in the second quarter. Laskowski runs it in, and he runs it in for the 2-pointers, makes it 36 to nothing. And then at 1:26 of the second quarter, Blake Fisher catches a 23-yard, or gets a 23-yard run. Johnson makes the kick, and it makes it 43 to nothing at the half. We had only 3 first downs in that first half, as Owatonna had 9, and that was not very good for the hometown team, having all those first downs. Leading rusher for Hastings is Cole Zion for 13 yards and 8 carries. Lucas Foss was 6 for 13 for 107 yards and 1 interception. Total plays for Hastings was 27 plays, and 115 yards total offense for Hastings. Owatonna had 165 yards rushing, 3 touchdowns, and they Fisher had 2 touchdowns rushing. Jake Ginski had 1, and Laskowski had 1 plus an extra point. Hunter Thies was 9 for 10 passing for 124 yards and 3 touchdowns. And they had a total of 270 yards on 24 plays. So, and we had 3 penalties for 11 yards, and they didn't have any. So it's not a very bright spot yet for the Raiders so far this year, with the Owatonna Huskies leading after one half, 43 to nothing, old buddy.
Hey, Dick, what about Marlowe Strain? What are his numbers?
Yeah, his stats are really good.
He had.
I should say that. Marlowe Strain has 5 catches for 92 yards.
Oh, so how about that for a first varsity game?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Let's get him in the end zone, buddy. What do you say?
Let's get him in the end zone. That's the way to do it.
Let's do it. We're going to beat the Storms. We're going to take a break first, come back with your second half next. 43-0 Owatonna on KDWA.
Thanks for reminding me.
You're the best, buddy. Oh, that's okay. It's first game. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Here on KDWA, Nick Tuckner, Jerry Rupp, Dick Craig at the stats, also simulcast in HCTV. Hunter and the crew doing a great job as usual, and just trying to get everything straightened out here with statistics and everything else. And yeah, it's been kind of wild, but Marlowe Strain, 5 catches, 93 yards, having a great day. I mean, that's a big slice of positivity out of a big sophomore that really, I think, Jerry, he really looked the part when it comes to being a varsity receiver. I mean, even that second step after making the catch, he looked like he knew where he was going. I mean, if you're going to take one big positive, like Dick said, look at Marlowe Strain.
He's having a day. It's been fun to watch him make those catches, get out in separation, and just find the places to sit down in the seam. Oh, got a little wind blow over the ball there. How it's going for the Raiders today, right?
That's right. And that's probably not the last time in the second half. I know that the coaches were talking with the referees and everybody in the press box about the potential of maybe moving this along to have running clock the whole half instead of, as it would be in a 42-0 game.
Right.
So we're going to have to wait and see what they're going to do here. I don't think I've heard
our esteemed official, Rick Carty, said that that's not in the rules for the high school league. So we'll see if they bend them a little bit for this inclement weather coming.
The line is starting to move, and now that it's kind of together, it's not those just, when you have rogue storms, they can kind of move at their own speed. When you get the line going, you're at the mercy of Mother Nature. So
and it's a big line.
It's Manny said like Monday, but it's even bigger than Monday's storm. So stay tuned. We'll have you covered, weatherology, all that fun stuff. Here's the kick that's taken in the end zone. So that's where we're going to start out at the 20, and we have a flag. Oh, no, I think that fell out of his pants. Yep, that's not a flag.
Nope, pick that up. Yeah, that's nice. Nice kick. Get it in the end zone, and make him start from the 20. It's a good place. And
I had to put a plastic bag in the front. Well, to keep the hornets out of there. I don't want to eat a hornet.
No, you're in hornet and bee season where they find the way into that thing, and the next thing you know, they're on your tongue going tickle-too.
You think I have problems enough speaking for 4 quarters of a football game?
Swollen tongue.
Yeah, here we go. Actually, I think people would pay to listen to that.
I'd listen to that. That'd be hilarious,
especially during hockey season. Oh my goodness! Here we go. Second half, third quarter. Let's have some fun. And now we're going to fake a handoff. And what's this? Throwing on the run. That's an option pass. You don't see too much. 30 to the 31. That's going to be a first down. When was the last time you saw an option pass like that?
You don't. And so, that again, learning experience for the defense. You got your man. Trust your man attacking the quarterback. Don't go help. Keep with your man. That's what they suckered him in, to go to the quarterback, and they just a little flip pass out there to the outside. Stay with your man. Trust your teammates.
Just watching the weird, methodical slowness that is so – what is it? It just works, Jerry. I mean, it works for him.
Exactly.
Out of the shotgun again. He just doesn't sell it hard. And Tice just hands off left short side. And he'll gain about 2, maybe 3. Grabbed a hold of the helmet. No flags. Let's move things.
Nope, that was a nice play by defense. Peterson got up in there that time, kind of blew up the play a little bit. He got in behind the line of scrimmage and slowed him down. You'd like to see him make that tackle. He got away from his, but that ankle tackle, you got to get that down.
Get the initial stop.
Right.
Wait for your friends. Gang tackle.
Exactly.
Do your job, and the Raiders do that now. 2nd and 7, and I'm not kidding, fans. It's starting to get wandy too. Here's the pass attempt. No, he's going to pull it down, maybe run. Tice looking deep now. Throws it up into a crowd. Out jumping his man for the ball. Caught it and out of bounds. That was one of the weirdest plays. 5 different athletes, 3 Raiders and 2 Huskies. The Huskies out-jumped the Raiders to start things, and then the ball got tipped out of play off of Raiders' hands. Fletcher almost ended up with an interception, and then it goes into the hands of Owatonna, but they were already out of bounds. But you're going, oh, my goodness.
Landon Johnson was back there, too. He was 4 guys kind of balanced that ball, and, they're right on the sideline there, so they were outside the stripe. It wouldn't have mattered, but, yeah, it was a free-for-all there.
Raiders defensively forcing third down. 10:37 to go, third quarter. 43-0 Huskies. Start of the second half. High snap. Tice pulls it down, sets up a screen. He's got a good one, too. And the catch made, and falling ahead to the 40, midfield, breaking 2 tackles. 2 Raiders down on the ground as he crosses midfield. Big tight end screen, and a great grab by Harstead, who's made plays defensively all game. Right there, he shows his offensive exploits, too.
So tackling 1001, you do not tackle at the shoulder pads. You cannot hit a man at the shoulder pads. He will not go down. You're going to bounce off him. The 2 guys hit him both up high. You got to get somebody at his ankles. If his feet can't move, he's falling down.
Right.
You hit him up top, his legs are still going, he's going to get away 9 times out of 10.
You need your legs to run the football, period. And Raiders that time just unable to bring him down. Huge first down on a tight end screen. And again, just opening up the playbook, pass out right side across the middle, first down and then some across the 35 near the 30. And that'll be a gain of about 14 yards. Move the chains again, and the Huskies not taking anything off the pedal when it comes to their strength of plays.
The offensive line picked up our rush. They did a pretty good job giving protection, and that was just a beautiful play for their receiver. He went about 5 yards downfield and just a straight crossing pattern right across the field, and he was wide open, and then he broke a couple open field tackles, again, because they didn't wrap up down low.
Gotta tackle. I know it's the first game, but gotta tackle, boys. Raiders have 4 down linemen. And that was just a trip in the backfield.
We'll take that.
Fell right into the arms of an awaiting Raider, Lucas Pellinger. Nice to see him back in there. He must have had a cramp earlier on when he came out.
I think you're right. He probably had a calf cramp. We've seen a couple of those today.
So nice play there. But again, player slips, so he's still got to make the tackle. Get in there, shoot in there, make the play, get the tackle.
Yep. Even though he's down, just make sure you make contact with him and let him know that, hey, I was right here with you. A little mind game, if nothing else.
And one of the first times today that Owatonna's been and something more than 10 to go. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
It's 2nd and 11. I think it's one of the first times today where they've been behind the chains. Back to pass now is Tice. Gosh, had a guy. How did he get so open right side? Grab made by Johnson.
I'll tell you what, you look at Tice, he's a heck of a quarterback because he finds those guys that have just a little bit of cushion. He gets in that seam. He finds a guy who's got like a yard or two cushions, and he just drops it right in there. He's a very accurate passer, and it's tough to cover guys when you got a passer who can thread the needle like that.
And he trusts his receivers so much.
Right.
You could tell just by the time he's surveying.
He knows that his guy is going to be there when he makes that throw, and that is, it's so hard to teach that.
I was just going to say, that's not in some, lesson book.
Right.
You got to have that. Here is the handoff in the backfield. Breaking tackles, are you kidding me? Getting across the 20, down near the 15-yard line on the carry. Again, hard run, and Tristan Graham. Boy, he has been good. Any of their runners have been good today. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Another first down, move the chains. 7:34 to go here in the third quarter.
And again, you're talking about with a total team offense, everybody does their job, right? Those big beefs up front, they're neutralizing that front line of defense, and then you got your skill guys get out in space, and they just make people miss because they are quick and they are slippery.
Slippery is a great word to describe this Owatonna team. And they'll have just as good of a season as they did last year, if not better. We know that. Their season ended at the hands of St. Thomas 1 year ago. Back to pass. Tice puts it up. He had a man, but he overthrew him.
Yeah, he did.
I think he was playing the double stripes.
Yeah, he was there. He made that move.
He was looking at the other side. He's thinking, he's still in play. No, he's
soccer stripes?
No.
Lacrosse? What is that stripe over there? I don't know.
Now, see, if you're playing, what is it, Dick? If you're playing 9-man, you cramp it in even further. You wouldn't be. I mean, Dick's,
tighten her down. Yeah.
Dick's a 9-man expert from up through the way. What? Lacrosse. We don't. Oh, I didn't see that. I thought. Oh, that. I know. Here's a handoff up the middle. Won't get much. 32 on the run that time. That's Carter Flatland. First time we've said his name. So they're starting to get some of their guys off the bench.
Mix in some new blood in there. Give them a chance to get their feet wet. Get a taste of their mouth guards.
See if we can force something here. Third down. And 8?
Yep, 3rd and 8. So it'd be good place for a stop.
And again, Owatonna's going to take all the time off the clock every time they have it right now.
Which is smart. Just take it down.
Here's Tice rolling out right side. Good protection. He'll try to jump through the line. Kind of plowed a Raider lineman. Knocked his helmet off as he gains 2-3 yards.
That's hard-nosed football right there, Pellinger. He got in there.
Quarterback throwing that in there. Yeah. Oh, my.
Knocked his block off.
Literally. Oh, my goodness.
That was kind of a blown-up play. We had good pursuit from behind, and so their quarterback really had no place to go. He thought, well, I'll just jump over and see what happens here. So now you got 4th down, 4th and 6. What are they going to do?
Now, did they mess up the
downs?
Chains, the down part?
Yeah, because it said 3rd down in the previous play.
Yeah, we're going to say this is 3rd and 5. No, it is 4th.
There we go.
Yeah. Throwing it up into the end zone, one-on-one, overthrew his man, and the Raiders get a stop.
That's what we need right there, a stop. Check off a positive on the list, right? You got to stop.
Putting some more blue checks in the checkbook.
There you go. That's what we're going to do.
Notebook. Not the checkbook. I wish I had some more blue in the checkbook, some more green in the checkbook, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, there is that.
Oh, but anyway, with the Raiders right now, just to have some fun. I mean, period. I mean, that's what I'm looking at as a fan right now, Jared. Not as a broadcaster, but as a fan right now. I'm just saying, just go have some fun. For crying out loud, let's just have some fun.
They should play this football game like I play my golf game. Let's go have some fun.
Yeah, just
because you know where you are. Let's just go ahead and have some good shots, have some good plays, and have some fun.
And make them up. If you can't really get the job done, we'll just make up plays as we go along.
You're
what the heck?
Right.
Raiders will send out Foss out of the gun. Quick and ready. Here we go. Going to go on an end around. We've seen that a couple times, and I don't think Owatonna's fooled. That will be a loss of a couple. And no.
Too many guys and not enough ceiling out there, for the Raiders. They had, Owatonna had 3 defenders just waiting for him. Tried to do a little juke and jive quick, but he's not Barry Sanders.
No, and right now we just don't match up on the outside against their corners anyway. We try to catch the edge. It doesn't matter because
they're just so quick. They recover so quickly.
Speed, the pursuit angle too. I mean, like you said earlier, Jared, watching a couple of their linebackers just finding those lanes 26. One of you see him right now already trying to sneak in there. Here's a handoff now to Zion where he will get nothing.
In 26, for Owatonna,
2 yards.
He's in all the plays. He takes the right angle to pursuit, and he gets his nose on the ball.
3rd down and about 7.5. Call it 8 on the board. Under 4 minutes to play. 3rd quarter, still 43-0 Huskies, who have really eaten up this whole first part of the second half here. The whole third quarter. Held the ball. Went down, took a shot.
Yep.
Didn't get it, but they don't care. They just want to.
Well, again, you try plays, see what works.
And get the defense out there. They probably want to get their defense out, make some plays. Back to pass is Foss, over the middle, intercepted. Threw it right to him. Right into the hands of Blake Fitcher, and he's going to score.
Yeah.
Pick 6. Blake Fitcher has scored twice offensively, now once defensively, and that's a heartbreaker for the Raiders at 3:21 to left in the 3rd quarter.
So how we talked about how we were getting their linebackers on us. Well, then we went away, obviously, because we're so far behind, we went away from the running game, which then allowed the linebackers to just kind of drop back, sit in coverage, and just wait for those balls to come at them.
Uh-oh. We just got, weather update. And it's good. Now, to be honest, I want to think I'm back on the air. I think I am back on the air, but we just had that weather update, so now we're letting you folks know that now Dakota County is under a severe thunderstorm warning already. So what that does mean, we're going to have to hurry up and zip this thing if we want to get it in, because now they're saying, I mean, you heard it right there on our weatherology updates. But they say it's for Dakota, but that line still is quite a ways away. I mean, I don't think that we can't not get that in.
Meteorology, is that a bow echo there?
That is a bow echo. That is absolutely the defining. I mean, if you look at it, a bow echo definition in the dictionary, it'll definitely show it. There we go. End over end kick, 3:21 to go. It's 50-0. And now the Raiders will return it with Laverne. Laverne back to the 30, try to gain about 2-3 more.
Attaboy, that's a nice return right there. Real gutsy. He attacked it, and once he got shut down, kind of juked a couple guys and got another 5 yards. Great job.
Hard fought. That's perfect. We'll take that all day long.
Definitely.
Again, folks, keep it tuned here. We'll have those cut-ins if necessary. If we do get cut in on, just letting you folks with cable know with the severe weather coming, we are getting cut in on our broadcasts on the radio. So we're getting weather cut-ins. So just to keep everybody knowing, we're all on the same team. Just keep letting everybody know what's going on here. So let's get out of the shotgun again. We're going to hand it off back up the middle, and that will be taken by Cole Zion, and he'll gain about 5-6 yards.
Well, I just talked about that last series. Now you're making the middle linebackers be honest again, because they were dropping back in coverage and just sitting on it, being ball hawks. Run a play at the middle. Now they got to play honest again, get back up in front, which then opens up that seam between your linebackers and your defensive secondary to make those passes. But you got to establish this first.
The Raiders will try to move the chains here on this play. 2nd and 3, 2:15 to go. We said we should probably speed her up here. Handoff up the middle. Zion will take it. He'll get a first down. So again, riding that little edge a little bit, enough for a first down. And the Raiders, I think they too know that weather's coming. They're trying to hustle things up here as we'll have a running clock in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, exactly. Now that's the same play, and we talk about wisdom in football. Run it till they stop it, right?
Right.
Ran it 2 times in a row. They didn't stop it. It's better that time, but keep hitting them. And once they figure that out, then you switch up and maybe throw one in that seam.
Now the Raiders need a way to punch him in the mouth. Shady Shattuck will be in the backfield now for the Raiders. Zion gets a breather. Handoff is to Shattuck, and he is thrown down. Welcome to varsity football, young man.
Yep. That time their linebacker shot the gap. They got in there too quickly. Too many men. When you got 5 linemen and you got 7 defensive guys coming, that's just a mismatch. And those linebackers are so quick. They find a way to get in that seam and take us down before we even really get the ball.
And so far, watching those guys too, the way that Owatonna pursues into the backfield, whether it's the quarterback, the running backs, their keys, they're on their jobs they're supposed to have done.
Exactly.
Out of the shotgun. Foss again, hands off. Shattuck finds some room this time. Tries to get out wide left. There you go, Shady. 50, 45, 40, 35, 30. There he goes! Bye-bye, Shady Shattuck! Woo! Touchdown, Raiders! It feels good to say that today.
Hot diggity, that was a nice play. Got outside just enough that seam to get to the corner or to the edge, and tiptoeing down the sideline. Dodged a foot tackle at the very end there and made a fantastic run in the end zone. That's what the Raiders needed to get this season jumping.
Don't call him slim, Shady, I'll tell you that. He really rocked and rolled, rumbled his way up the sideline, and Shady Shattuck, sophomore. How far was that, Dick? 47-yard touchdown.
That's a nice statistic right there, hey.
57-yard touchdown.
Cow, what a run.
4 plays, 57 yards. Raiders in the end zone. And now here is Rova Hegner going to set up and kick the extra point, or try. Johan.
There it is.
Big foot, too. He lets her rip, and he gets it through.
Nice.
50-7, and that's better than a 0. I love it.
Yep. Yeah, you want to avoid that shutout.
So Rova Hegner, his first varsity extra point. And I know you weren't here in the pregame, but watching him kick some of these things,
sure.
I mean, we have been so lucky the last couple years to have Jack Sieben and now Johan Rova Hegner, 2 guys that just can absolutely boot the ball out of the ball,
exactly.
if you know what I mean.
And Sieben now, he's down there at Gustavus. He's trying to make their traveling squad.
And that would be fun. I know Mama's excited. I know Papa's excited too.
Yeah.
And that gives them some fun. I would guess on the weekends now too. But
Papa's saying he's got to go to every game, even if his kid's sitting. I said,
that's
right. I get that. That's dad support. That a boy.
That's how you do it. And when you're kind of close too, it's nice to have the.
Well, especially on Saturdays, afternoon days. Like when we went up to Two Rivers, that Saturday game was so nice.
The most
just the
fun,
atmosphere.
Beautiful.
You got the grills cooking out there and just a nice fall day.
Gosh,
that's so nice.
I could smell it.
Oh, same.
It's coming. Hey, maybe by next week we should have a little cooler weather for
probably.
us. So that is good. And we're going to try to speed this up. We still got 42.2 to go in this 3rd quarter. And then if we keep scoring, we won't have to wind the clock either. Here's Rova Hegner as he boots it pretty good there to the 4-yard line, up the right side hash, across the 20, 30, 35 down.
Nice return there.
Nice return. Good tackle. Grant Birkin got in there as well. On the return is Armilo Garza. So now the Raiders will come out defensively, and it's time to, again, just like the offense did. You found a way to get in the end zone. Now find a way to make a play and kind of get some momentum on the other side of the football.
Got to give you a shot in the arm when your offense scores. Also, they got to stop down there, so they got to hang their head on that. We got to stop.
That's right.
Get 2 stops. Build.
Going to have more good things to talk about if they do just that here with Coach Strain. And here's the pitch out. Nice pursuit by the Raiders. and they will send a host of tacklers in there. Who was 20 in there? Carter Herman O'Brien was one of them. 48 for the Raiders. Lucas Pellinger, he's really played well all game.
Thomas Moline got triple team, buried underneath 3 big hogs, but you know what? Didn't matter because our other guys were outside getting their running back. So he took one for the team, and his teammates helped him out and made the play for behind the lines.
Oh, Raiders, they get their first score of the game, but it's 50-7. Owatonna running clock next on KDWA. We'll be right back.
He gets the pin. What a move, what a goal! Oh, what a shot, scores! The Raiders, can they get the lip? Yes, they do.
Just snipes one.
Oh my God! And reaching up and making the play. It's over.
Looking to throw, and she's going to get the first down.
One! Touchdown, Raiders!
This is going to miss us north.
Yeah.
So that is. Fourth quarter, 50-7 now. Owatonna leading as we start the fourth quarter. Now running time here with the advantage for Owatonna, and another nice play in the backfield by Hastings, swallowing whole the runner. Moline was in there again. He said, maybe I got tripped up last time, but I'm coming in and getting first dibs this time.
I'm not getting triple teamed again. I'm going to make a difference. Good for him.
Well, that's what I mean. It's like if you don't feel good about some of these guys coming in here, busting their tail all week, maybe on scout team or whatever, and then you get in the game and you make a big play like it, dude, you cannot not feel good
seriously.
for those guys.
And the thing, too, is the Raiders haven't played poorly. They're just making mistakes that Owatonna has capitalized every single time.
And let's be honest, this is a big school. This should be a big school, like with the big teams.
Agreed.
Out of the shotgun, new quarterback in the game, a slinger at that. 16 is Aiden Tackman. Completed pass, but not going to be enough for a first down. And the Raiders' second-team defense making some noise here.
Yep, this is good. They're shutting some things down. You know, Owatonna's getting some new guys in every time, but the Raiders get a chance to get some players in and get some game experience. There is nothing like game experience. You can practice till you're blue in the face, but until you get at game speed out here against somebody else you don't know, that's invaluable.
It was seeing a couple of guys just a moment ago coming off the field with smiles on their faces in a 50-7 game.
Yeah, it's like I got in, I made a play, I did something.
Awesome.
I dropped a guy. Those are the things that you really take away from today.
Got to rally around that stuff this week, folks. I mean, I'm not kidding. I mean, just seeing that just made my day. Here's look out, a kick that was not very good. That was a line drive as it gets.
Yeah. I don't know how it didn't hit anybody in the head.
I mean, I got Coach Stoffel up here. That's hitting the top of the ball. I mean, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's.
He got out in front of it all right.
Yeah, got in front of it, hit the top of the ball, and it's kind of a line drive that was ducking towards the shortstop. The Raiders will get the field position at what, like the 38? Well, what are they going to move us to?
37. Where are you going? 37 looks like.
There we go.
Far hash, 37-yard line. All right, good starting position for the Raiders.
All right, first team offense still out there, and I agree. I mean, they need reps.
I agree. They need more reps to get better.
You need reps. Get them out there.
That's how we get better for next week.
Defense, different story. They brought in the second team offense. Raiders reciprocated, said, let's go let our guys get out there. Bad snap, and that's a fumble.
Yep.
And Foss fell on top of it, but we lost 8 yards.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you don't need those.
No, I've had seen enough of the ickiness.
I will say this though. I mean, I give our center a lot of credit. He's that's the first one that he's really kind of missed. The rest of them he's been right on target, and it's got to be stressful getting these big size of beef in front of you. That D tackle, man, he's tough, and you got to get that ball back to your hand, your quarterback, then get hit. I mean, a lot of process there.
Half the time, it's like even if you don't see the D tackle, one of the ends or the linebackers are coming to get you anyway.
Yes.
and you're just running for your life. Here's a snap now to, it's going to be a pitch out left side. Let's get some room there. Zion cuts the edge, finds it 35-40, and then thrown out of bounds near a first down.
Now, there was the difference between their second string middle linebacker, because remember 26, he would have made that play. He found that gap every time and shut it down. And we had just enough to beat their second string middle linebacker that was slicing and got a really nice dandy gain out of that.
After Zion gets the gainer.
Yep. He just got a step on the guy, and it's all he needed to get outside and get that first down marker.
Shattuck back in. This will be fun. Zach Shattuck, better known as Shady to his friends and teammates. Out of the shotgun in the backfield with Voss. Take the little pitch. Shady finds an edge and then gets kind of wrapped up around the head. He'll gain maybe a yard.
Now, the difference between that play and the previous play is you notice there were 3 gold helmets like 8 yards out in front of him. You can't be there. You got to be at the point of contact, taking up guys and neutralizing blocks. They just released and went through. Meanwhile, the cutting in inside linebacker's got a line on him.
And one thing I'm noticing about Shattuck when he's running in the game, he has a similar running style to what Corbin LaFleur had.
Oh, sure.
You know, with the intensity once he gets to the outside, that if he has to get into a tackler, he's not afraid to throw that guy off.
No.
And right here, they're going to go to Cloutier, who gets room in the middle, across midfield. There we go, to the 45, thrown down. That was maybe a face mask, no call, but that was a good play.
Very nice play, and all second effort by Cloutier. I mean, he was arguably hit at the line of scrimmage, and it could have gone either way, but he shook off a tackle, did a couple wash machine shake-offs, and made that extra yardage, extra second effort there for the first down.
Good effort there, and now the Raiders get a first down, feeling some positivity, down 50-7. Yeah, that doesn't sound fun, but a lot more good things have come about here towards the second half. Maybe see Marlowe get another one, get him over 100 yards. That'd be fun. Here's a handoff. Shattuck, he runs with a reckless abandon. Right side, plows through. He's got that high step, and once he gets through the line, like Corbin, it's just hard to catch him because he's so slippery.
Yep, exactly. Another first down. They're getting positive yardage each time. And again, watching this game, I've seen worse beatdowns with less of a score.
Exactly.
We've played some games where it's just been demoralizing.
Yep.
Yeah, they're up by a big score, but they've all been big plays, capitalize on our mistakes. Yep. We've seen some just slap downs before, and this really doesn't feel that way to me. I'm feeling very positive about what we're seeing.
Nope. They've gotten better throughout the game. The offense has been able to move the ball even against the ones. They really did a nice job. And now here is the handoff to Zion. Finds a step, lost the ball, and fumbled it.
Oh, shoot.
And it looks like that's going to go back to Owatonna, and all they need to do is chew up 5:48. This game's over.
Yeah, we had some movement going there, and you know that's unfortunate when you get that loaf of bread sticking out there far. A guy can just poke it with a hand, and you're going towards the end zone, and they just knocked it away from you.
Now we're all going to be going home for a loaf of bread here pretty soon.
I'm telling you.
Owatonna will take the football and the clock back with a running clock and 5 minutes to go. You get a first down or two, they can run it down, and then we can get ready for what's to come tomorrow night, folks. Believe it or not, more football. Prescott at home after beating the number 2 team in the state at their place, their brand new stadium. They go up and win 42-8. Now you host your former conference foe, not in the conference anymore, but Durand, hard-running team. Still going to be a great matchup tomorrow night at Laney Field. Can't wait. 7 o'clock start. Handoff up the middle and a gain of a couple, and that's what Owatonna wants to do here. They want to just go ahead, chew up clock, keep moving the chains, and get this one over, get on the bus, and get back home.
Try to get home. Yep, get Southwest, get out of here, and you know, all of us really get home safely, and you know.
The severe thunderstorm warning that you heard from weatherology folks is in the northwest corner of Dakota County. So I mean like the very edge more towards Ramsey County, Hennepin County border over there. So again, we have a little time, folks. But it is for Dakota County, but the storms are still way far enough that I don't think they're going to mess with us here the rest of the way. And that's a direct snap again to the fullback, and they work that play. And this time they got this new quarterback in here now too, Christian Flores, 5'7", 221. Don't usually see quarterbacks out of that mold, but that's
fire plug size.
Well, right. I mean, you're thinking that might be more of a center or a guard or
low center gravity
pulling guard. Yeah.
My goodness.
That's cool.
Yeah, look at him. He's stocky.
Makes me want to play quarterback. There we go. Out of the gun. kind of a weird split backs formation. One running back was high, one was back deep. And here's a handoff for a first down this time to 32, who gets the carry. That's Flatland. Seen him a little bit on and off throughout the game. They'll get the first down, move the chains, 3:30 to go.
Nice tackle by Birkin to get on him at the very end there, and he's coming off. I think he got a little shaken up lower body, but he'll be okay.
He's done a nice job in limited time today.
Yeah.
We've seen. I know he's upset about the pass drop, but other than that,
Doesn't
defensively, he's been pretty darn good tonight.
As a receiver, I can tell you, you're going to drop a lot of passes in your career. It just got to shake it off and move on.
Raiders going to try to do that here. Let's come after the quarterback. 3 minutes to go here. Clock running 50-7. Huskies leading, and they're going to hand it off this time. And again, the churning legs of Carter Flatland, 6 foot 175. And he's just eating clock, and that's kind of what he's in here to do right now. You get the lead, and you say, Carter, go take it to him. And
so it finally came to me. I'm looking at that quarterback from Owatonna. It's like, gosh, who does he remind me of? If he was a little taller, he looks built like Mahomes.
Oh, right. Oh, sure. Yeah, because he's kind of like upper body.
Yeah,
you
right.
See him, and you're like,
Mahomes got a little chunk to him.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and I'll tell you what. For a guy his size, he can move.
Oh, you ain't kidding.
The Raiders here got to be wary, too, but they're going to go ahead and let Flatland run this again, and I think we're probably going to see a good dose of Carter Flatland the rest of the way.
Just run it down and shake hands and get on the bus.
We'll take our break after this game concludes. We do know we're going to have to kind of get a move on it. If worse comes to worse, we'll figure out our statistics. Dick and I even a little later on. Oh yeah, no, I got that.
Okay.
Nope, all good.
Yep, good.
And then we'll send it away for our cable folks here in a little bit, and then after that we'll come back with our radio post-game show, and like I said, we'll get all we can before we get ejected. Nice play in the backfield. Was that Majetic that time? No, it was Pellinger again. How good is he?
Pellinger's having a game.
I mean, defensively, he might be one of the players of the game here tonight.
I'd have to agree with you. He's made some awfully great plays. He went down early with that calf cramp, and he shook that off, got hydrated, got some stuff in him, and boy, he's been playing a whale of a game since then.
And that was the thing. I mean, once he came back from the cramp, it seemed like he just kind of took the game over.
It's like somebody else put on his uniform. He's just really been playing a game.
He's going to have a couple of words from Coach Strain, I'm sure. I'm going to have to make sure I mention him during the coaches show, just because, I mean, he was another one of those guys that just, you saw him all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Back to pass. He's going to throw it up. That's a good pass, too, and he's got it. Yep. That's a first down.
Yep, nice pass.
One whale of a pass there from Flores, and he puts it on the money, and that'll pretty much do it for the Raiders tonight.
Yep, you are right. He had just enough space there. We had one of our guys closing in, Landon Johnson, but he just couldn't quite make up the ground before they caught the pass right on the outside, too. So it was a great pass and nice catch.
So it looks like this one's going to end. Let me see if it's. Well, they got to run one more play. All right, football fans, sorry about that pause. Again, we have our weatherology updates. Again, a severe thunderstorm warning for Dakota County. They're trying to get the fans to get going now that the game is over. I personally will send it back for our cable and HCTV viewers. We will shut it down with them. I will take a break, and we will try to scratch together stats if we can. If we can't, I'll talk with Dick later on this evening, and we'll do it over the phone and make sure we get all the stats just perfect for everybody in our sports update. So, for you folks watching, we'll say goodbye to you. Thanks to Hunter. Thanks to, of course, Jerry, Ian, Max, Kurt, Will, all great again as usual, and we'll send it back also to Dick Craig here in just a moment. So thanks for joining us. For you folks on TV, we'll take a quick break. Come back with Dick Craig after this on KDWA.